Wait. Just stop for one moment before you do anything else. Before you scroll, before you move on, I need you to feel what just happened. You opened this. Out of everything in your feed, everything competing for your attention right now. Your hand moved here, your eyes landed here, and somewhere deep in your chest, something shifted the second you did. That was not random. You felt it, didn't you? That quiet pull, like something calling your name from a place that doesn't use words. That feeling was not your curiosity. That feeling was not the algorithm. That feeling was heaven, reaching through the screen and placing its hand over your heart. Archangel Michael sent me with an urgent message for you today. Not for everyone watching, for you. And I need you to understand something before we go any further. The person you have been missing, the one whose face comes to you at the most unexpected moments, the one whose voice you sometimes hear in dreams and then wake up reaching for. That person has been trying to reach you, not in a distant, vague, someday kind of way. Today, right now. Through this, please do not close this. Please do not skip ahead. I know that sounds like something you have heard before, but I am asking you to trust the part of you that already knows this is different, because it is stay with me. This is the most important message you will receive today. Before we go any further, I want to pause and share something with you. This channel exists because people just like you, people carrying grief they cannot explain, love they cannot let go of, and questions that have no earthly answers, deserve a space where heaven can speak directly to them. Every word in every message here is written with one purpose only: to reach the person who needs it, not to fill time, not to collect views, to reach you. If this work has ever made you feel less alone, if a message here has ever arrived on a day when you needed it most, you can support the mission at the Ko-fi link in the description or the pinned comment. Not to fund a channel, but to help carry this light further. When you give, you are not paying for content. You are saying yes to more people receiving the message that saves them on their hardest day. You are becoming part of how heaven reaches the world. Every contribution, no matter how small, tells the universe you are ready to receive. Check the description and the comments for that link whenever you feel moved. Now, let us continue. The link is there if your heart moves you. There is no pressure, only gratitude. Now come back with me, because heaven is waiting. Take a slow breath. Feel the weight of wherever you are sitting right now. Feel the floor under your feet. Feel the air moving through you. And then ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you gave yourself permission to really feel how much you miss them? Not the surface kind of missing. Not the polite grief you carry in public, where you tell people you are okay and smile when their name comes up. I mean the real kind. The kind that hits you at 2 in the morning when the house is quiet and the whole world is asleep, and there is just you and the silence and the enormous fact that they are gone. That grief did not make you weak. That grief is the proof of how deeply you loved, and they know it. Archangel Michael has been standing at the threshold between this world and the next, and he tells you this with certainty. They know exactly how much you love them. They have felt every single moment of your missing them, every tear, every prayer whispered into the dark, every time you said their name quietly to yourself when something reminded you of them. They felt all of it. And today, they asked Archangel Michael to come here and tell you something. Something they were not able to say when they were still here. Something that has been pressing against the veil between heaven and earth, building in weight, growing in urgency, until heaven could not wait any longer. That is why this is marked as an emergency. That is why Archangel Michael moved with such unusual speed to get this to you today. Because they are ready to speak. and you are finally ready to hear. Let me tell you who this message is for, because some of you reading this are on the edge of closing it. You are not sure if this is really for you. You are wondering if maybe you misread the feeling. You are second-guessing that pull in your chest. Do not second-guess it. This message is for you if you have lost someone who felt like your whole world, a mother or a father who gave everything they had to raise you, a partner whose absence rearranged your entire sense of what life is supposed to feel like, a child, because some of you have carried the most unimaginable weight a human heart can carry, a friend who knew you better than anyone, a grandparent whose arms felt like the safest place you have ever been. This message is for you if you are still holding guilt you have no right to hold. If you replay moments in your mind and ask yourself whether you did enough, said enough, were there enough? If somewhere in the quiet corners of your heart you believe that their passing left something unresolved between you, something unsaid, something unforgiven. This message is for you if the grief comes in waves that still surprise you, even now, even when people around you have moved on and expect you to as well. Archangel Michael says, "You are the one I came for today." Your name was spoken in the halls of heaven. There is a circle of light gathered around this moment, because what is about to be said to you matters more than you understand right now. Type Amen in the comments if you feel in your spirit that this message was meant for you, not as a performance, not for numbers, as a declaration to heaven that you are here, you are open, and you are ready to receive, because what comes next will change something in you. There is something I need to tell you about the person you are missing. In the final stretch of their time here, in those last days or hours or moments, they were not thinking about the things that seemed important before. Not the arguments, not the distances, not the words that were said in anger, or the words that were never said at all. In those final moments, all of that fell away like it was never real. What remained was love. Only love. Your face was in that love. Your name was written through it, like letters pressed into warm light. In their last breath of awareness on this side of existence, you were there with them. Not because you were physically in the room, because love does not require a room. Love is the room. They carried you with them into the crossing. And on the other side, the first thing they discovered, the first truth that became undeniably clear to them in the full light of heaven, was that everything they wished they had said to you had to be said. Not someday, not eventually now. That urgency is what Archangel Michael is carrying today. He did not take this message lightly. He does not move without purpose. But they pressed upon him with a force that heaven could not deny. And so here he is. Here you are. And the time for this message is right now. There is a specific thing they want you to stop doing. You know what it is. You already felt something shift in your chest just reading those words, because some part of you has always known. They want you to stop punishing yourself. The story you have been telling yourself about what happened, whether you could have done more, whether you should have called that day, whether the last conversation between you was the right one, whether you were there enough, whether you said the right things at the end, or whether you were too broken with grief to say anything at all. That story has been eating you alive, and they have been watching it happen, and it has broken their heart in a way that heaven itself had to respond to. So let me say this to you directly, with the full weight of everything they are carrying for you right now. It was not your fault. Not the way they went. Not the timing. Not the things left unsaid, or the things that were said too harshly, or the fact that life kept moving, and you sometimes got swept up in it and were not as present as you wish you had been. None of that is the story of a person who did not love well enough. All of that is the story of a human being trying to love across the impossible limitations of being human. They saw your love. They felt your love. They are standing in the fullness of it right now. In a light where nothing can be hidden, and everything is seen with perfect clarity. And what they see when they look at you is not someone who failed them. They see someone who loved them with everything they had. And they need you to hear that. They need you to let that land somewhere deep, in the place where the wound is, and let it begin to do its work. Here is what else they want you to know. They are not where you picture them. They are not in the place you last saw them before everything changed. They are not in the silence of the room where you said goodbye. They are not in the photograph you keep in the same spot so you will not forget. They are not in the absence. They are in the aliveness. They are in the moment right before you laugh. When your body already knows something funny is coming. They are in the song that comes on at exactly the moment you needed to hear it and you cannot explain why it feels like a message. They are in the warmth that moves through you sometimes with no visible source. That feeling of being held without being touched. That sudden peace in the middle of a hard day that makes no logical sense. That is them. They are more present now than they were capable of being before. Because the body limits love. The body gets tired and distracted and sick and afraid. But on the other side of all that, love is unobstructed. Love moves at the speed of thought. Love arrives the instant it is needed. And so they arrive again and again. In the small graces of your ordinary days, in the sunlight through the window at a particular angle. In the way a stranger said exactly the right thing. In the dream that felt too real to be a dream, in the feeling of not being alone that comes over you sometimes in the midst of your aloneness. That is not your imagination. That is them, finding every opening they can, pressing through every thin place in the veil between worlds, trying to tell you, I am here, I am always here. I have not gone anywhere that matters. There is something they know about your life right now, that they want to speak to. They have been watching you, not in the way that feels like surveillance. In the way that feels like a parent watching a child learn to walk. Heart so full of tenderness that it almost cannot hold the watching. They have seen the specific weight you have been carrying lately. Not just the grief, though the grief is there. The other things too. The worry about whether you are on the right path. The exhaustion that goes deeper than sleep can reach. The loneliness that exists even in rooms full of people. The quiet wondering whether things will ever feel the way you need them to feel. They see it, all of it. And they want you to know that none of it is evidence that you are losing. None of it is proof that you have fallen off some course that cannot be recovered. The heaviness you are carrying right now is not punishment. It is not the universe withdrawing from you. It is the pressure that comes right before a shift, right before something opens. They have been praying for you. Did you know that? The people we love do not stop praying for us when they leave. They pray with a clarity they never had here, because now they can see the whole picture. They can see where the path is going. They can see the door that is just ahead of you. The one you cannot yet see because you are walking through the stretch of corridor that has no windows. They are praying for that door to open, and it will. Archangel Michael says, the door is already moving. I need to pause here and ask you something. How often do you let yourself sit with the truth of how much you are loved? Not just by the person you have lost, but by the unseen world that surrounds you at all times. We are not abandoned here. We are not struggling alone on a planet that heaven has forgotten about. There are forces of light that attend to human lives with a devotion that would take your breath away if you could see it fully. Archangel Michael himself is one of those forces. And he is here today, not because you asked him to come, but because you are known. Because your name is in the record of souls that are watched over. Because your life matters in a way that extends far beyond what you can perceive from where you are standing. You were not placed here without a reason. The specific life you have lived, including the losses, including the pain, including every chapter you would have written differently if you had the choice, is not a collection of random events. It is a story being written with intention, and the person you lost is part of that story in a way that did not end when they left. Their role in your life did not become past tense. It changed form. They are still writing the story with you, just from a different side of it. This is the moment where Archangel Michael asks something of you. Not a small ask, a real one. He asks you to consider the possibility that healing is available to you, that the version of this grief you have been carrying, the heavy, unmoving, permanent kind, is not the only version. That there is a way through this that does not require forgetting them, or minimizing what you lost, or pretending you are more okay than you are. That healing and love are not opposites. That you can honor them completely and also slowly. Let your own life become something that moves forward. They want that for you. More than anything, they want that for you, because you staying broken does not honor them. You know this, even if it is hard to hear. You staying small and closed and frightened inside your grief. That is not the tribute they hoped their life and their love would leave behind. The tribute they hoped for was you, living, reaching, trying again, finding joy you thought was gone forever, and then feeling surprised that it feels okay to feel it. Loving again, in whatever form love takes next in your life. They want to watch you choose life. They want to see you be brave enough to step back into the current of your own existence. And they want you to know that when you do, you will not be leaving them behind. You will be bringing them with you, because that is how love works. It travels. It does not stay in the past. It moves forward in the person who carries it. You are carrying it. You have always been carrying it. Now carry it forward. Before we enter the final part of this message, I want to pause one more time. If you have made it this far, something in you is hungry for this. Something in you recognized what was being offered here and held on. That is not a small thing. In a world designed to scatter your attention in 100 directions, the fact that you are still here, still breathing slowly, still letting this in, that is a form of courage. And I want to ask you to consider doing one thing with that courage right now. The Ko-fi link in the description and in the pinned comment below this video carries a simple invitation. If what you have received here today has moved something in you, if it has reached a corner of your grief that has not been touched in a long time, you have the opportunity to extend that reaching to someone else. When you give through that link, even the smallest amount, you are not paying for a video. You are helping ensure that the person watching tomorrow, on their worst day, on the day they almost gave up, receives the message they need. Check the description and the pinned comment for the link. You are becoming part of how heaven delivers its love to the people who need it most. That is not a small thing. That is a sacred thing. If your heart says yes, the link is waiting. If not, stay here. There is more. Now let me tell you about the sign they are going to give you. Archangel Michael made a specific promise to the person you have been missing. He told them that if the right soul opened this message, if the person who was meant to receive this stayed until this moment, he would carry one last thing across the threshold for them. A sign, not a vague and deniable coincidence, but something specific enough that when it happens, you will know. Here is how to recognize it. In the next several days, something is going to happen that reminds you of them. Not in the way things sometimes randomly remind you of them. In a way that feels pointed, a way that feels like it is meant to be noticed. It might be a song, it might be a number, or a phrase, or a color that had meaning between you. It might be a dream where they are present, not as a ghost, but as themselves, fully themselves, the way they were before illness or age or time changed them. In the dream they will seem well, they will seem at peace, and you will feel, even after you wake up, that you were actually with them. When that happens, and it will happen, I want you to remember this moment. I want you to remember that Archangel Michael promised it. I want you to receive it not with grief, but with recognition. They sent it. It is real. And it is the closest thing to a hug that love can offer across the distance between worlds. Let it be a hug. Receive it as one. There is a final truth that Archangel Michael has been waiting to give you. He saved it for last because truth of this weight needs to be received slowly. It needs to be allowed to settle through every layer of you before it can do its full work. So I am asking you to read what comes next slowly. Let each sentence land before you move to the next one. You are going to be okay. Not in the small, dismissive way people say that to each other when they do not know what else to say. Not in the way that means nothing, except that the person saying it wants to make the discomfort stop. In the real way, in the deep way, in the way that means the life still ahead of you has things in it that will matter to you in ways you cannot currently imagine, because your imagination has been limited by your grief, and grief shrinks the future until it looks like it might not hold anything worth moving toward. That is not the truth of your future. The truth of your future is that you are still being prepared, still being arranged towards something. The person you lost is not the last chapter of the love story of your life. They are a chapter, one of the most important ones. But the story continues, and they, more than anyone, want it to continue. Your life is not a memorial to their death. Your life is a continuation of everything they loved about being alive. When you laugh, they experience something close to laughter. When you rest, they feel something close to peace. When you are brave enough to be happy, they receive something close to joy. You living fully is the greatest gift you can give them now. That is the truth. Archangel Michael came to deliver. That is what the person you love needed you to hear. And now, a message from them directly, not my words. Theirs do not look for me where I used to be. I am not in the places shaped by loss. I am not in the last goodbye. I am not in the absence. Look for me where things are alive. Look for me in the morning when the light changes. Look for me in the moment. Something beautiful surprises you. Look for me in your own voice when it says something true. Look for me in the love you still give to others, because that love was shaped by mine. And wherever love like that moves, I am present in it. I am sorry for the things I could not say. I am sorry for the ways I failed you, that I was too human to see clearly while I was still there. But I see them now, and I want you to know that my failures were never the truth of how I felt about you. The truth of how I felt about you was always bigger than I knew how to show. You were my person. You remain my person. That does not stop. I want you to live now. Not for me, for yourself first. But I will be honest with you and say that watching you step back into your own life, watching you choose hope again, watching you open your hands and receive what is still coming to you, that will be the thing I watch from here with the most joy. I will be cheering. I will be with you. I will be in every good thing that finds you, because I asked heaven to let me be part of the good things that still come to you. Say yes to them. Say yes to life. I am not far. I am not gone. I am just ahead of you on the path, waiting for the day, many years from now, when you arrive, and we are together again in the way that only heaven allows. Until then, I am in every moment you choose to keep going. Keep going, beloved. Keep going. Archangel Michael steps back now. The message is delivered. The love has been transmitted. What you do with it is yours. But before you go, one final thing. If this reached you, if something in these words touched a place in you that needed to be touched, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is carrying the same grief. Someone in your circle has the same unresolved love pressing against the inside of their chest, looking for somewhere to go. Share this with them. Let the message find the next person who needs it. That is how love travels. That is how heaven works through human hands. Press the like slowly, not as a habit, as an agreement. An agreement that you received something real here today and that you are choosing to carry it forward. Subscribe if you want to stay close to this space. Every message sent here is sent with the same intention as this one, to reach the person who needs it on the exact day they need it. If that is you, if this channel has ever felt like it was built for you, stay connected. The next message might be the one that changes everything. You are not alone in your grief. You are not unseen in your love. You are not forgotten in your longing. You are known. You are held. You are loved by forces that never tire and never sleep and never stop watching over you with the full fierce tenderness of heaven. Go now. Carry this with you. Live. And remember, they are in the aliveness. Go find them there.